It would probably be good to point out that this movie just came out in Australia, came out on Boxing Day. Yeah, just thought I'd point that out. Wonder Woman 1984. You know what? I thought this film was great. It kind of has that Sam Raimi level of cheese and corn. Coincidentally, my favorite movie is Spider-Man 2.
I'm Spider-Man. No more.
And honestly, this is my favorite superhero movie since then. Doesn't top it, but it's pretty high up there in my opinion. Also, I feel like good idea to mention this video is going to be all over the place because this is just me spewing out my first thoughts, my first opinions. And for all you guys who just don't want to watch, thought the movie was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with it, and I actually loved it. It was a really good movie. A real review will come around when I, actually get to it. One thing that I did like was at the very start when Diana was just participating in this tournament, and I liked how because she's a kid, she's using her small size to her advantage and doing things that only she could do because she's tiny, I thought that was a really cool touch. I also liked that despite what the trailers will actually have you thinking, this movie does not hammer in, it's the 80s, it's the 80s, It doesn't actually do that at all. Despite, the occasional bits with Steve, but that part is just, in my opinion, it's just adorable because he's just like, he's got like this whole kid in a candy store vibe when he's looking at all this new stuff, and it's honestly it's a pretty fun. Just watching him like sort of geek out over this like new shit that he's never seen before. The music. Now, with the music, definitely felt like Hans Zimmer, in my opinion, was sort of shoehorning it in. It worked, but it was very generic. With the one exception. Alright? And it comes like pretty much near the end of the film, like nearing the climax. Well, during the climax, actually. Also, besides this part that I'm about to bring up, the bits where the Wonder Woman theme does play, that theme is still as good as ever, even if it is used a bit too much, in my opinion. But in this final climax, right? This is an incredible musical callback, in my opinion, and it had me grinning ear to ear. You see, I'm like the only person in this planet who genuinely loves Batman vs. Superman, and if you're actually ever going to watch it, please watch the Ultimate Edition. It is the best version of the film. And I'll say that the theatrical cut is all over the place, and the Ultimate Edition, that's the way you should watch the film, and I love that movie. Right? I will make a video defending that film, but it's going to be part of something really big and really special that I have planned. And my notes here just say winky face, so I'm gonna try, winky face, yeah. In Batman vs. Superman, there is this musical track called A Beautiful Lie. And in this film, they use a different version of this track to great effect in my opinion. And so I won't spoil anything. I won't specifically say what exactly is going on in the climax, but the track itself is very thematically appropriate to the events of the climax. And it's also like a little bit different in a way that it sounds a little more subdued, a little quieter, almost a bit gentler, if that makes any sense. It's hard to describe, but I'll play a version which was ripped from the film that I found online. And you guys can tell if there is a difference or if I'm just going nuts. The action in the movie was pretty good, actually. Although heavily reliant on CGI, they're at least very creative with how to use it. Like, there's, this whole thing with the truck going on. That was pretty cool. And you got the freaking, and using the freaking lightning rods as a means of transport. I thought that was pretty cool. Uh, and there is also this pretty neat beat where she like grabs a bullet and like just with her lasso, like it's being shot in midair. It's going towards Steve, and he just grabs it with the lasso and throws it around. I thought that was really cool. They're really creative with the CGI in the film in terms of the action. What they can do. The action, it's pretty creative. It's pretty fun. In fact, there were a lot of moments in the film. This is disregarding the action, by the way, that were just like, oh, dude, that's pretty cool. So, to condense everything down, this film kind of reminds me of a simpler time, like where they were just allowed to have fun. And its heart can just be found in just how fun the movie is. It's just having so much fun being itself and being what it is that it's hard not to notice it. And I guess in a way that's how I describe the film. A fun movie with a good heart. Anyway, guys, I got like a lot of stuff planned in like the few weeks or months or whenever the hell I go around to actually executing those plans. So please stay tuned, because I got like a lot of stuff that's just going on through the whole brain noggin, a lot of scripts being written. Splinter Cell Panuk, that's gonna continue when I'm freaking done playing Cyberpunk. I've been having so much fun playing Cyberpunk. Despite what everyone's saying, I might even make a review on Cyberpunk because I'm honestly loving that game. Just have a good night, everyone, I guess. Thanks for watching my video. Oh, and here's a tease for one of my upcoming challenges.
Serving on a human ship. I never would have guessed. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. We've had a good ride.
The best.